It's time for Huntington North Vikings football on Viking Radio 91.9 WVSH. Before we head down to the gridiron, we'd like to thank the following sponsors who have made tonight's broadcast possible.
Bailey Love Mortuary, Bippus State Bank, Courtney Martz, Independent Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, First Federal Savings Bank, Nove, and Z Place Pizza.
Now let's head down to the field for all the hard-hitting Viking football action on your home for Huntington North Sports, Viking Radio 91.9 WVSH.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Park Gilbert here alongside Rylan Finley here for your first Huntington North football game of the year, home game here at the beautiful Viking Stadium here at Huntington North High School. Pretty hot out tonight, going to be for sure, especially down there on that turf. But regardless, it's going to be a pretty interesting matchup here tonight between the Huntington North Vikings and the Jay County Patriots. Last Friday, Huntington North went just south down to Eastbrook, and they would lose 27-24. And pretty wild game from start to finish. It was pretty kind of rough in that first quarter, more so first half, kind of getting used to everything, getting everything, figured out. Obviously, first road game of the year, but in the second half, they really tightened things down. They came out to a leading for most of that second half, right until the very end. So far, for the Eastbrook Panthers, Gage Engler ran for 83 yards and 3 touchdowns, so he had an incredible night, which we were expecting. Engel is an absolute beast of a running back there as well. He also had 57 yards on 2 receptions as well, so he helped both on the ground and in the air. And their sophomore quarterback, Bodie Howe, also carried 17 times for 168 yards and a touchdown, which is, something that these dual threat quarterbacks are ridiculous with. Both on the ground and, like he said, in the air. He completed 3 of 5 passes for 93 yards and while collecting 6 tackles on defense. So regardless, absolute crazy game last week. Ian Wiley absolutely balling out, 3 touchdowns, 3 tutties through the air, and 170 passing yards, which is almost double the more than we had last year. So regardless, absolutely crazy game for the Vikings last week. Now, coming into this week, I think we're going to kind of see what we saw more of last week, more that kind of misdirection. What are some things you're excited for here, Rylan?
Like you said earlier before the game, you said we're thinking more of a running for this game, because of their Jay County's defense.
Yep, and so Jay County sitting at 1-0 so far, Huntington North 0-1, looking for a bounce back game today, looking for a W. Grant Zagunda, the coach for Jay County, 6-15 in his third year, and is 211 overall, and is 211 and 75 in his 26th year overall. And last week, Jay County beat Blackford 47-7, and that was a good game for them as well. While we said earlier, Huntington North lost to Eastbrook 27-24. Now, last year, the Vikings obviously went to Jay County and played the Patriots, winning 34-14. So they're kind of hoping to kind of do a re-performance of that as well. But it was a great game on the ground. Really attacked on the rushing game. I know Brody Swinner had a couple of good carries last year as well, a couple of touchdowns for a couple of people as well. But we're kind of looking for that same pattern here. I definitely think we'll see more of that kind of swing around. And we were able to talk to Coach Eschbach earlier, and he was able to kind of give us a little pep about what his plan is tonight and everything and what's going on there. So, again, up next here on 9.9 WVSH, we have Coach Eschbach here for an interview. Hello, everyone. I'm here with Huntington North football coach Mike Eschbach, and first home game of the year. I bet you guys are pretty excited for that. But last week, a very, very well fought game, especially up to the end. It didn't end how anyone would have liked it. But what are some things you really like seeing out of your guys last week?
I think when you go into week 1, you sort of I'm not sure really what to expect. So maybe we were off to a little bit of a slow start, but I thought by the second half we played a lot better. Wish maybe there was a couple calls here or there that, I don't know if they were phantom calls or what, but certainly were questionable that, really for us ended up being a difference in the game. Certainly we could have executed a little bit better, but I think our entire group of guys felt like it was a game that we should have won, and so that's a little disappointing. But I always say that you improve the most between your first and second week. I feel like our offensive line's getting a little bit more confidence, a little more consistency, and that's really something I think we've focused on, across the board. We probably need to tackle a little bit better, and then just more than anything, just talk more and be more consistent.
Yeah, and that's something I was going to ask you a question too. Is what are some things you worked on? Came in, guys, watched film, something kind of told your guys, especially since they did play a lot better, kind of in that second half. They got into better rhythm of things. And more so, what is one thing you kind of worked on with quarterback Ian Wiley here, how he started and kind of getting them comfortable in this kind of new scheme?
Well, if you think about it, we threw the ball 27 times last week, and it was roughly about 170 yards. That was half of what he threw for all of last year.
Yeah.
So we threw him right in the fire, and so I really felt like I'm hoping each and every week he takes a giant leap forward and just gets more comfortable, because it's not just throwing the ball of what we ask him to do, but sometimes he calls plays at the line of scrimmage and those kinds of things, and I think that's really, really important, that it's a whole lot more than just throwing the ball. So, but like I said, our focus this week is just more of consistency, just breaking down fundamentals and just taking what they give us. Yeah.
Perfect. And last question. First,
the Huntington North Marching Vikes will now play the Star Spangled Banner.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Park Albert again, alongside Riley Finley here in the booth. And you can see here, the student section here at the pit is all out there getting ready to hype on their Vikings as they get on this field. Pretty packed home crowd for the first game here. So that's going to be a very big benefit, or something we can see if this home team, the Vikings, can use for advantage here.
So, Parker, I got a question. What do you thinking the score will be for this game? After last year,
it looks like this Jay County Patriots team came out last week and absolutely punched Blackford in the face. So I feel like it could be a bit more competitive than what we're used to, because it's just, I don't know. I feel like it can be a pretty close game. It's just going to depend how much Jay County kind of plays chess here with Mike Eschbach, because we saw last week a lot of those combination formations did really well for the Vikings, and so it's going to, I don't know, it's going to be a really interesting and really close game as well. You can see the Vikings now loading into the tunnel. It's going to be a very, very good game here. 3 minutes and 52 seconds now before kickoff here at Huntington North High School. First home game of the season. Crowd's getting pretty hyped. You can get to see student section all out there lined up, along with the cheerleaders. And I feel like we're going to be in for a good game here tonight. Again, last week, the real highlight of last week was how Ash Chosky had 2 touchdowns, a 6 and a 5 yard touchdown, a 4 yard touchdown as well, passing touchdown for Noah Wagner, Ian Wiley going 3 touchdowns on 170 passing yards. So I feel like some are key players to watch. Obviously, Luke Toish. As you see here, players coming out in the tunnel. Here come your 2023 Huntington North Vikings, led by Ian Wiley and Luke Toish out the tunnel there. You can see them. Look at them. That duo is almost inseparable. Look at Ian Wiley right there. So you can see this team is hyped out of that first game. Made a couple small mistakes, but they held together into the end. Look at that pit over there. I'm telling you, this is a different Vikings team. I feel like that's going to showcase here tonight as well. I'm expecting big nights for Aiden Kaloff. Remember, he had 2 forced fumbles as well last week. 2 forced fumbles and some really great tackles and great blocking on the offensive line. Said Luke Toish, I watched have another good game by Asher Petrowski. Also watch as well for Noah Wagner on the halfback position and Tatum Brooks as well at that wide out spot. So we'll see here shortly, just shy of 2 minutes and 19 seconds here, waiting for kickoff at the beautiful Viking Stadium. And like I mentioned earlier, it's a hot one tonight. You know, sun's kind of going in and out, but it's really, really humid out there as well. And I bet you these players are going to be drinking lots and lots of water.
And so some other players on Jay County Patriots team to look out for is, I'm going to guess, number 1 receiver, 6'5", Ben Crouch, their quarterback, Nicholas Loggs, or Sean Bailey.
They say Sean Bailey is their starter for tonight.
Okay.
He is their junior quarterback. And last year he had a heck of a game against the Vikings here. So you can see team captains taking the team now. Team captains taking center of the field for the coin toss. So we will see what happens out of here.
On Wednesday at 6:30 p.m.
It's looking like we'll get the coin toss call here shortly. We'll see what the call is. Ref's talking them down there, but regardless, I'm stoked for tonight. I'm really watching to see how this really offensive and defensive line holds up against Jay County, because they were kind of shaky here and there, but they held up pretty good last week, especially against Eastbrook. So I think one of the keys to watch as well is how that offensive line holds up and how well they can protect Ian Wiley tonight. Because if you can protect Ian Wiley and let plays develop, let him get comfortable, man, he will beat defenses out hard.
And like last week, if they do protect Ian Wiley, those
creating crosses when not across the field, and some of those big plays, motions exactly.
Asher, Petrowski wide open.
Yeah, and that's something Ian Wiley will tear up on defense as well. Is he's really good at this kind of quick play action RPO kind of plays. Get in there, bring it out, and on those slants or quick out routes, something he's really good at as well. He's good at figuring out defenses with the help of someone like Wagner and Toish, Marcus and James Linker as well. So we'll see here. Pretty excited to see what we get here. It looks like the Huntington Vikings will be out to kick. Looks like Huntington will be out to kick, and Jay County Patriots will receive. So that means Huntington obviously won the coin toss and deferred to the second half. So they're going to be on defense here first, while Jay County is on offense. So as we get ready here, looks like they will have.
The game night sponsor for tonight's game is the Redwood Community Church.
Just D. Hoff, and they'll have Benson Ward, their 6'4", 175 wide receiver, back to receive. And something we saw last week, when we tried to see some kind of trickery here on the kickoffs. Jason Toish getting ready to hear the whistle from the refs. There it is. Kickoff is going to begin here shortly. Here
Kickoff
goes
to Jay County right here. Oh, a little squib kick. Was recovered by. And it was covered by Huntington North.
So you see there, it looks like that may have been, I don't know if that was probably planned to be onside, but it looks like either it slipped or something happened. That was planned. That was a very, very great onside kick there. The Vikings recovered it, so they pretty much just flipped the script there. Instead of them getting the ball, they kicked it off and still get the ball pretty essentially. So that's going to be key here to score first. So we'll see as they come out to the line. As you can see, Tatum Brooks out wide. All right.
They got 3 receivers to the right. Ian Riley in shotgun formation.
By himself back there. All right.
All right.
So, exit.
Oh, we got a little QB scramble with Ian Riley for about a gain of
About 8 or 9 right there.
Yeah.
Very solid game by Ian Riley there. Just typical start the game off. Let your quarterback take it. And Ian Riley is deceivingly fast. I talked to him, and he's really worked on his legs, his agility, and that's been showing up really here, especially last week and this week. So they'll be going in shotgun formation with Toyce in the backfield.
Yeah. 2 receivers to the left of him. Hand off to Luke Toyce.
He's got space.
Gain about 6-7 yards on that handoff to Luke Toyce.
And that'll be a first down as well. So I feel like that's going to be a name you hear quite a lot tonight between Wagner and Toyce.
I could definitely see some more, a lot of running plays with Ian Riley and Luke Toyce.
Yep.
And there's another handoff to Luke Toyce for about a couple yards.
Looks like he gained maybe 2 or 3 there.
28, Luke Toyce.
All right.
Tackled by
They'll give him a gain of 1, it looks like.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9 at the 29.
All right. Wiley and shotgun motion behind.
Looks like a handoff to Luke Toyce. 10. That is a touchdown, Huntington North.
And you see that's something Toyce is so good about, is that he can, create leverage on those turns around the edge. And he can put it in the end zone. And that right there just shows 29-yard rushing touchdown for Luke Toyce. And I feel like we're going to see more of those here soon shortly. Because again, Vikings do score. Just short. So that'll be a 27-yard gain. Down to the 2, so it'll be 1st and 10 on the 2-yard line. Wiley alone.
Wiley alone. QB scramble with Ian Riley, and that is a touchdown. Huntington North.
Easy QB keeper there for Ian Riley. Opened up a huge gap right there, and if your quarterback, he's there, you're just going to take it. So it was a good drive there. Just kind of set tempo of your first drive. Run the ball, kind of see what the defense is biting on. You can see right there, work for them. Luke Toyce having a heck of a first drive there. Off by a 2-yard
login debit card.
Ian Wiley. Huntington North early up 6-0. Pick will go through. Huntington North up 7-0 with 10:40 left here in the first.
There's a kickoff by Huntington North.
So we'll look at the kickoff set here. And hopefully we'll see Jake County's first drive here. But he said that's something we pointed out last week. We got to mention is that this special team for Huntington North are really good. They had a lot of good returns last week. 1 or 2 block field goals as well. So that's another kind of area to watch for it. All right.
And like Parker said, they had a great game last week with 3 touchdowns thrown by Ian Riley. Couple big runs by Luke Toyce in that game against Eastbrook.
Yep.
All right.
See here. Jason Toyce.
32, Jason Toyce kicking off for the Vikings.
See there, Jason Toyce getting ready to kick off.
See what happens.
Hand is up.
And
there she goes.
Another
little squib there. He's going to just take it down there. Could be around the 43, 44.
Yeah, about the 43, 44 yard line.
The Patriots 30, Brady Jetmore takes the kickoff.
Yep, that was
the Patriots
by J.D. Brutmore.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, so at 37 there, 1st and 10. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of what this Viking defense does here. We saw they did really good at kind of collapsing the pocket last week. And
especially with Aiden Kalhofer with those 2 fumbles
that
were recovered by us.
So it looks like here on the defense, we have our starters. We have Marcus Linker, Noah Wagner, Tony Decker, Tatum Brooks, Sully Sal, Cameron Landrum. See here as Sean Bailey hikes the ball.
Toss. Oh, a loaf.
Ooh.
Looks like Jay County did a little toss back to their running back, and the running back threw it all the way to.
The pass is complete from 23.
That'll be
AJ Myers.
Justin Diop, and
Three,
that's
Justin
just your
Diop.
classic flea flicker. You know, give it
First
to your
down
running
bounds
back,
by
have
the
him run
Vikings,
out.
19,
That leaves
Noah
your receiver.
Wagner.
That kind of draws the safety down, leaves your receiver wide open down the field, and see it there worked really, really well for the Jay County Patriots. And I feel like so we're gonna have a really competitive game here because we do have some younger, corners and safeties back in there.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how they play with tonight's game. And they see.
Oh, looks like
That'll be a loss of 2 on the run right
23.
there
AJ Myers, the ball carrier for Jay County.
by Myers. See a loss of
Stopped by the
2.
Vikings, 93, Chris Michelson, and 27, Cameron Landrum.
Great tackle by Michelson there. As I mentioned, going to our defensive starters, Cameron Landrum there on the defensive end, another person to watch for.
A loss of 2
At
yards
both
on the
defensive
play.
tackle
Second
positions,
and
Chris
12
Michelson
at the
also something to
33-yard
watch
line.
for. He is a big guy. He is great at tackling out there, along with Wyatt Shear. And then over at the linebacker, you have Aiden, Jason Toysh, and Brady Averill. So Sean Bailey hikes the ball.
oh, incomplete pass by Jay County.
The pass
Tried to do a little screen play, but it looks like it
for
was.
Sean Bailey to 20.
I was
Benson
just a
Ward is
bit
incomplete.
far in front. It looks like we do have a player down the field. So we'll take a quick break here, come back in about 30 seconds.
Quarterback hurried by
So don't leave
27,
us yet,
Cameron
folks.
Landrum.
Just texting him back.
I'm just posting a story.
I'm just changing the song.
I'm just.
No. When it comes to distracted driving, just don't. Sending a text takes your eyes off the road for just 5 seconds, but in that time, your car can travel the length of an entire football field. Any distracted driving just isn't worth it.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Adoption of teens from foster care is a topic not enough people know about, and we're here to change that. I'm April Dinwiddie, host of the new podcast, Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Each episode brings you compelling real-life adoption stories told by the families that live them with commentary from experts. Visit adoptuskids.org/podcast or subscribe to Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families and the Ad Council.
All right, welcome back, folks, here on 9.9 WVSH. Spark Albert here alongside Ryan Finley for your first Huntington North home football game of the year. Home opener here. Absolutely gorgeous evening here. As you can see there, it's like Marcus Stinker went down the play. A little slow to get up. But regardless, Huntington North is currently up 7-0 after what looked to be either miscommunication or it was a perfectly planned onside kick there. Whatever it was, worked out for the Vikings. They get the ball in favor, drive down the field and score, which is what you want to do, exactly.
Yeah. With a 2-yard run by Ian Wiley.
Yeah, and just an overall great, first drive, kind of setting that rushing tempo, seeing what the defense bites on. Luke Toysh having a very key 27-yard run there, all the way down to the 2, which would set for the next play the Ian Wiley rushing touchdown.
Seems like Huntington North is good. Marcus Linker's limping off to the side. Seems like they'll go check him out and see what's going on with him. They did a throw. Incomplete.
Looks like great tackle there. Great tackle by Huntington North. Bringing that pass to be incomplete. And those tackles are just so satisfying to watch. You can see the receiver gets to the ball. They need to tackle them down. The ball rips right out before it can be a completed catch. So it's going to be very good. So it's 4th and 12 here. So they're deep, and not deep, but they're in Huntington North territory, so they're not going to punt it. You don't normally see punts that close in territory here, so it's kind of like a goal-to-go quote-unquote situation here. Probably may see a run, maybe a couple of deep out routes here.
They got Benson Ward on the left, and Justin Dehoff on the right. And there's a flag.
There'll be
against
the offsides or encroachment here. Yeah, that'll be encroachment.
The penalty is encroachment against the Vikings.
So that makes it a much more manageable situation. It'll be 4th and 7 here.
A little bit closer for this big 4th down.
So this kind of opens up your playbook a bit more, not as limited. They could run it here. They could do kind of that flea flicker out mission. See what they do here. They do have a 2 halfback formation here, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, QB snaps it back. He's throwing it up 2, and as a incomplete pass.
That'll be Sean Bailey kind of airmailing a little bit over. So that'll be a turnover on downs, obviously. So good for the Vikings here. They could make a run here and make it 14-0 here in the first quarter. I feel like this drive, since they're a bit deeper back, we could see some more of that, pass, play action play here. But don't be surprised either if you just see them just punch it with Wagner and Toish as well.
Yes. Maybe, yeah.
So our offensive stars for tonight as well are going to be Tatum Brooks at the receiver position, along with Cameron Moore, Noah Wagner, James Linker, Ashton Chosky at the Y as the tight end position, along with Wyatt Shear. The other wide receivers, Tony Decker and Cameron Moore. Further along the line, you have Ben Ramsey at the center as Wiley hikes it, and he will be sacked. That'll be, looks like it may have been a miscommunication on the line there. So that'll be roughly a 5-yard loss, 4 or 5-yard loss there on the play. So kind of here what you're going to do is just you're going to try to maybe get a pass here or maybe do a good run and then pass. It's kind of, second down, second and 18.
It's a little far, but like...
Far, but you still have...
Yeah, you still got time.
One more down to at least make it manageable.
Yeah.
We'll see here.
Meanwhile, in the shotgun formation with Luke Toish behind him. It's a run with Luke Toish. He's going towards the outside, a little cut. Broke a tackle, got all the way to the 39, 40-yard line.
And see, with someone like Toish, he's just so lethal. Like, you see, he was making man after man miss. And so it's going to be 3rd and 4 now, which is much more manageable than, 3rd and 18 or 2. So, very great play there. Just give it to your best guy, give him out in space, and, Toish will make guys miss in space. So we'll see here. And further, like I said, all on the offensive line, Riley Rentschler at left guard, Wyatt Doctor at right guard, along with Kason Landrum, Luke Toish at running back. So we'll see here.
Luke Toish is in the shotgun formation.
So they're running a shallow cover 2.
Tatum's on the left. I did a little motion. Hand off to Luke Toish. Looks like he is short of that.
Looks like they're going to... Offense is going to stay on the field. 4th and 2. Might as well here. Or
it's still manageable than some big 4th.
No, it looks like they're going to snap the punt team. Yeah, the punt team's coming out.
All right.
Which, I mean, yeah, I agree with it. Don't risk anything.
Yeah.
I don't blame them if they go for it, but I also don't blame them for not going for it.
Yeah, because you never know what could happen. Because they could not get it, and then, Jay County's right there.
Exactly. So we'll see your Luke Toish back to punt.
They got Justin Dehoff and
Hikes
Benson Ward in the back.
And absolute howitzer down the field by Luke Toish. It looks like it's going to mark out just
at the 2-yard line.
The 2 deep.
Great.
In Jay County territory. Absolute great punt. And that's why Luke Toish, their punter, man, has got a heck of a leg. Takes a positive bounce there for the Vikings. And Marks puts him down only on the... Looks like they're going to mark him at the 3-yard line. So, very favorable position here for the Viking defense for sure. And so I definitely would see probably some more runs here just to get off away from the end zone, obviously.
Maybe we can get some D linemen in there. Cause a safety.
Exactly.
If we can stop them.
So we'll see here
we'll see what happens.
Jay County gets their play. Sean Bailey running over to the center.
Got a player coming in.
It'll be Sean Bailey. Looks like he's getting the play call. You have 12 seconds to get to the line and get this off, so kind of a little bit urgent here.
Sean Bailey in the shotgun formation.
Tony Decker
Ben Crouch on the left. Oh, play action pass to Garrett Bennett, their halfback.
And so they'll do kind of a little bit of that.
Gain of 7.
We'll get out there in the flat there, kind of get him in space, have, bring that safety up, kind of bring him around. That's going to open up that kind of flat right there where you just do a little kind of, out route a little bit, curl it out, and then boom, right open that, bread and butter every time. 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3 on the Jay County 10.
All right, I got Ben Crouch and I guess Justin Dehoff. A little toss back to their AJ Myers.
Looks like he may just get a yard or just get back to line of scrimmage.
He got about a yard on that handoff.
Looks like they're going to...
James Linker's coming in as a little sub for Tatum.
It'll be a 1-yard gain, so it'll be 3rd and 3 here. Sorry, 32 here on the 11. So, interesting to see what Jay County does. Let's see here. All right, looks like we're gonna probably line up. Let me talk to see a run here.
We got Ben Crouch.
Yep.
Oh, we got a under center. QB sneak. Oh, and there's a flag in the backfield. Could be a holding.
Looks like the field judge was pointing a false start.
False start.
So that's
5-yard gain.
So that'll be 3rd, and they'll probably put that back. Looks like they'll put it back at the 6.
So it's about 1st and 8.
Yeah, so it'll be 3rd and 8 now. So kind of, again, not in the greatest position. Both. This kind of limits what you can do because you're so backed up in your end zone. You can't really get up, you want to get that ball out quick and fast.
Yeah.
At this point, you want to just gain any yardage you can. Obviously, we have the first down, but, just something to get more so your punter doesn't have to punt as far.
Yes. It's like a shotgun formation. Looks like a little slant by Benson.
And he will get the first down, so that'll be a good 8-yard pass by Bailey.
Caught by Benson Ward.
So it'll be a first down. Let's put them on the 14-yard line. So, Jay County, what they're trying to do, they're just trying to get, their game established, get it going. Just try to, get things in a fluid motion, get your offense used to the environment, get everything going. So we'll see here. All right.
Oh, I got a handoff. Looks like a loss of yard possibly on that run, or just stays where they're at.
An excellent tackle there by Cameron Landrum, and he's someone just off the edge that is very, very lethal. He's got very fast speed and very, very strong, and he can just beat off the edge very fast and get to the quarterback or get to that running back in the backfield. So it'll be a loss of 1.
Seems like Marcus Linker is he's limping.
Looks like
Tatum's got something with like his shoulder or shoulder blade.
All right, so
looks like he's getting some ice on that. See what's going on.
Exit.
Oh, looks like a little scramble.
Bailey's going to take it. He's got open field.
All the way down
chased
40,
down.
50, 40.
Looks like he'll be taken out.
Taken out by James Linker.
Say great. Yeah, say Sean Bailey on that big quarterback keeper there, and that kind of changes things here for the Vikings. They're probably a little tired for that run there, and looks like this, Jay County offense is getting their tempo started. They're kind of taking back control. They're gaining back all that momentum, and they're gonna try to use that to keep building and tire this defense out. As it's been almost about a 4-minute drive here now, so they're just gonna continue to kind of punch away at this Vikings defense. That's something we saw last week, is that the Vikings got off to a slow start, but eventually there later on, the second, third, fourth quarters, they were firing all 4 cylinders.
Yeah. Looks like shotgun handoff to
AJ Myers
for about a gain of 9, 10-yard line.
Looks like they're gonna mark him just shy of the first.
Yeah, so about 2nd and 1 for Jay County on the Vikings.
So you can see a very, very packed student section here tonight. You can tell by all the blackout shirts there.
2nd and 1 at the Vikings 22-yard line. So at this 2nd and 1 yard, I mean, you're gonna expect like a run.
So probably QB sneak here.
Yeah, or QB sneak.
Just get the first down. Almost in red zone territory as well.
They got Sean Bailey out and shotgun. Looks like a handoff to AJ.
Looks like they're gonna.
Is he gonna mark him short? It looks like he was.
Looks like they're gonna mark him
just
he went shy.
Maybe a yard and half a yard. Went back. Cameron Landrum.
Yeah, so Cameron Landrum and Jason Toysh on the tackle there. So just as we cross the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter, Huntington North does lead 7-0 against Jay County, but Jay County is marching on the doorstep there.
Yes.
Deep in Viking territory on the 23-yard line right now.
Seems like Sean Bailey with the shotgun formation. Oh, under center. Looking probably for QB sneak here with. Oh, looking.
Timeout. by
Timeout, Jay County
Patriots. So we'll be back after the short break. Don't leave us yet, folks. We have a very, very interesting game on our hands.
My simple solution to the problem was remove people from the scene and help them feel safer.
In response to attacks against Asian Americans, Maddie Park raised over $250,000 to donate cab rides to the Asian community.
There is so much more work to be done. We really need to come together and tackle this issue as a community.
Support the Asian community. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
Welcome back. This is Ryland Finley. First game, first time being on the station at a home game here with Parker Ellenberg.
There we go. We got it up in here after that short little 30-second timeout. 2:40 left here in the first, and so far we've had a very interesting game. Started out kind of weird with, I don't know if that was, it didn't necessarily look, it could have been, intentional.
Yeah.
Because last week they had some of that misdirection, on the kickoffs and punts. So very well could have been, I don't know, but regardless, it worked in the Vikings' favor.
Yeah.
On the onside kick, which did give them the ball to score first, despite defying the ball in the second half. So.
All right, looks like Sean Bailey will be in the shotgun formation with receiver one. Looks like a handoff to AJ. And that is a first down for the Jay County Patriots.
It blows through that defense there.
Yes.
Yep, and so that'll be a good gain. First down on the 14, so they're almost in red zone territory. Well, they are in red zone territory now. So we'll see here.
We'll see what happens with the Jay County.
All right, here. Let's make it ready. Sean Bailey getting the play call, heading out to the huddle. Clock still ticking, getting ready to cross the 2-minute and 9-second mark here.
All right, so Sean Bailey with shotgun formation with Justin and Benson Ward out there. It's a handoff with AJ Myers. About a gain of
still going.
Gain of 7 or 8 yards on their run.
So going to be close now.
AJ Myers.
That is going to give them.
Very close.
That's going to put them inside the 10 now,
which is red zone.
So they'll mark it at the 7-yard line. So they're knocking on the door here. Second there, so they still can get another set of downs here. They can get the first down. Wouldn't be shocked to see maybe some misdirection again or another handoff. As they do have this Vikings defense tired, that's for sure.
Say Marcus Linker is still out on the side, so we will see what happens with him. Oh, QB sneak. Sean Bailey sacked.
And that will be a tackle by Cameron Landrum. Sniffs that out. Is able to get the tackle there for this. Sorry, that'd be Solo Stall on the sack there before Sean Bailey can take it out.
It looks like it was a loss of 1 on that trying QB sneak.
3rd and 4 here, just inside the 50-second mark here in this first quarter here.
Sean Bailey's getting his play, heading back out for the huddle.
All right, here. As we get ready for, looks like they hurried the line. We got 5 seconds on the play clock. Heike looks like they'll get it.
It's like a little handoff to AJ Myers, and he is short.
And they'll give him the first down.
And
looks like they're going to let the clock play out as well.
20 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yep.
Clock is ticking.
So looks like they're going to play this out here. I don't think they're going to snap a play here. Kind of get a breather as they'll switch sides of the field here now. So it means Jay County will be driving towards Huntington High School in the second quarter, and that means Huntington will be driving towards US 24.
And that's first quarter with Huntington North up 7-0.
All right, as teams begin to switch the field, we'll be back after this short break here with a little recap of that first quarter. So stay here, folks.
Adoption of teens from foster care is a topic not enough people know about, and we're here to change that. I'm April Dinwiddie, host of the new podcast, Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Each episode brings you compelling real-life adoption stories told by the families that live them with commentary from experts. Visit adoptuskids.org/podcast or subscribe to Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families and the Ad Council.
All right, welcome back here, folks, here. And we're just getting ready to get this second quarter started. Huntington North having a good kind of first quarter there. Like I mentioned, kind of weird that initial kickoff. I don't know still if that was intended or if that was just an accident, but regardless, onside kick happened and Vikings recovered it. So even though they deferred into the second half, they do get the ball starting with the game, go down and score. So they're up 7-0. Which is always a positive thing. You're always going to take points early on in the game. And so that's just a very positive thing there for the Vikings. But, kind of had some drives go back and forth. Jay County playing very good defense right now. Their offense is firing on all cylinders. Currently first down on the 3-yard line. So they're knocking to get a touchdown here any moment now as we get ready to start the second quarter. Teams have switched sides now. So it means Jay County will be driving towards Huntington North High School, and the Vikings will be driving towards State Road 24.
All right, got Justin and Benson out there as the receivers. Looks like a handoff to AJ and that is a touchdown, Jay County Patriots.
Yeah, that was just
AJ Myers.
Yeah, that's just a pretty bread and butter play. Give it to your best guy. That offensive line is making holes, and that's why they've been able to run the ball so much and so well. And so, a pretty easy long drive there, about almost 6, 7, 8 minute drive, which is really good to wind that defense down. And so, it's just going to be time to get your offense out there and get something going, get down the field. Wouldn't be shocked to see a longer drive here with more running plays. With probably a couple of play action or misdirection passes mixed in.
With the way how long it took, gives Huntington North offense to chill before they relax, before their drive starts. Timeout.
I think that'll be a
Jay County timeout.
Jay County timeout here. I wonder if they're going to go for 2 here, because usually you don't have many timeouts. Especially this early on in the second. In that case, you want to talk over something. So that very well could be maybe some misdirection going on. I don't know. But we'll see here because, 3-second timeout. Not too often you see here on PATs, especially by the scoring team. But regardless, looks like Jay County is looking tight here with the 11:56 here in the second quarter. We'll wait here and see. Looks like they're talking something over. Grant Zaguda out there talking to his guys with this 30-second timeout. So we'll see here.
See what happens after this.
All right.
Timeout.
So looks like Mike Cashbox is getting some time to talk to his guys as well. Kind of get them juiced up. Tell them, don't be afraid. Still early on, kind of get you guys motivated, excited to go.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully getting them to stop them.
All right. Looks like both teams have come back out now. And looks like they're going to be
go for 2.
Kicking formation. They're going for 2 here. So Jay County really wanting to get things out ahead now. All right.
Got Sean Bailey. Oh, looks like fumbles
it.
And it looks like it was recovered
by the Vikings, so that's nice.
Complete.
That's what you kind of want to see there. Sean Bailey tried taking him out there. They sniffed that out, and not only do they not get the extra point, they still are behind now by a point, and you get a turnover. So they don't get the ball there obviously because it was a PAT. But regardless, that goes on the stat sheet. So. But just great, you said, special teams is this special teams is really, really good at what they do. We saw last week, and even some last year and last week.
They got 2 blocks on the
exactly
PATs.
At least one block PAT.
Yes.
And then a couple of really good returns here and there, and just overall great blocking. Luke Toyish having great punts as always. That dude is a jack of all trades. Luke Toyish is a special character. He can play all three positions really, really well.
Yes, with that punt with us, sending him all the way down to Jay County's 3-yard line.
Yeah, which is impressive. Granted, it did take a lucky bounce, but
Yeah.
hey, you're going to take that no matter who you are for the Vikings. So we'll see here as they get ready to line out here. Vikings to receive. Looks like we'll have Noah Wagner and Luke Toyish back to receive the kick. And do not be shocked here, guys, if you see some misdirection here between these two guys. These two guys are shifty and very, very fast out in space. So be surprised to see some misdirection, see them kind of come around each other, maybe fake a handoff. We'll see here, but here's the Patriots get ready to kick off here by A.J. Myers. So we'll see
And
where this takes us.
the whistle, and up. Kick by Jay County.
You short.
Recovered by Huntington North. Still going. Open all the way up to the 48, 49 yard. So about a 15-ish yard return.
So we'll mark at the 49. So that was a great return. They had kind of a short kick there. Wasn't necessarily a squib. Just didn't have enough hang time to make it far. Feel that around the 30-yard line, I want to say, and taking it all the way to the 49. So great gain there. You know, you're not backed up in your own territory. Kind of in a good spot here to keep your drive going and just set a good pace going.
Yes.
So it looks like Tony Decker will be out wide.
Ian Wiley, shotgun formation. Hand off to Luke Toyish. Looks like a loss of about 5 yards on that run.
Looks like they're going to mark him a loss of 6, which, I mean, the defense just sniffed it out. I wonder if there was a miscommunication on the line there. Instead, a couple of blockers run free, but, you know, so they're going to mark it, a 5-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 15 on the yard 44. So, you know, it was just, looks like they may try to get a good pass going. Probably something around the middle, maybe a crosser. We'll see here. All right.
And on the last big 2nd yard.
Flag on the play. So we'll see here.
False start. Another 5 yards loss. Huntington North.
That marks you back even more. So it's first, and we're not going to call almost a Walmart parking lot to the first down. 2nd and 20. So, you know, you're definitely going to try to get a pass here, maybe a run, gain. I would see probably a pass here.
Yeah, because they got 4 receivers out there. Ian Wiley in the backfield alone. Shotgun formation. Ian Wiley. Oh, and looks like he got tripped up back there, trying to make a little get out of the pocket.
Yeah, that defensive line is absolutely just mauling up that offensive line. We just see the pocket collapse while they couldn't kind of go anywhere, and so
loss of 4 on that.
Loss of 4. So this is definitely 3rd in a Walmart parking lot. This is kind of
Big.
I feel like they may. This is kind of just like your most passing options here. I feel like.
Yes, Ian Wiley in shotgun formation alone in the backfield.
Free rushers.
Throws it to Tony Decker. Tony Decker going out. Ooh, looks like a hard hit taken by Tony Decker.
And so it'll be 4th down. They're definitely going to snap the punt team now.
Yes.
So not what you want. Some mistakes there. That offensive line was just kind of struggling in there.
Yes. Especially with the run with Luke Toyish. Seems like it's
that run of those 2 passes looks like they're setting up. It looks like they're kind of setting in what I call like a wide formation. Is that they'll have 2 nose tackles kind of in the center there, and they'll run 2 or 3. Maybe have a linebacker come up on the end there and get you just stress that offensive line.
Well, the punt by Luke Toyish.
Absolutely.
That's a great kick.
Missile all the way out to the about 21 yard line. So
yes,
again,
a solid kick still.
Luke Toyish just using an absolute bomb of a leg of his, and again pinning Jay County deep in their own territory.
Yes.
So we'll see here. Huntington North currently up 7-6 with 10 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter. Be 1st and 10 now for the Jay County Patriots, as they'll mark it on the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. for Jay County. All right, so Sean Bailey is coming out for the play and snap. Got 2 receivers out there. We got Benson Ward and Justin Dehoff. We got Sean Bailey in the shotgun formation. He's throwing it up. He's throwing it up to Benson Ward. And that is an incomplete pass, but there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, we'll mark that pass interference almost every single time. He was didn't have his head turned. You can kind of hear the crowd not liking that, but almost any time of the day, if that corner does not turn their head back, they're gonna throw that flag almost every time.
Yeah.
So yeah, which there was a lot of contact between. The thing with pass interference is that when there's a lot of contact between both receivers, they usually won't call this is like a push off on the defender or the receiver. But when you're the defender, like the corner, and you're all up on the receiver and never turn your head back, they're gonna call it every time.
Because it seemed like the receiver had to put a hand out. His other he only could catch it one-handed. It seemed like on that.
So that's just something that's gonna almost get called pretty much every time.
So it is 1st and 10 at Jay County's 35-yard line. Bodie Howell at shotgun formation receiver. 2 receivers out there. Seems like a play-action pass.
Go to the running back.
Well, pass to the running back.
Be a great tackle.
It was close. Seemed like Sean Bailey had that close for getting sacked. So Solly was almost there to get that stop, but it seemed like Sean Bailey was able to get it out of his hands to his running back Garrett Bennett.
So we'll see here, and some other scores ongoing around Northern Indiana. Currently, up in Fort Wayne, Wayne is currently up 14-7 against Northrop. It's late in the first quarter.
All right, they got Sean Bailey on the shotgun formation. 2 receivers out there. What was it's a handoff to AJ Meyer. Seems like got him down about 3-4 yards.
Looks like they'll mark him.
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 here, so probably see a QB sneak here, something we've seen pretty common here. I mean, maybe, I think we see a QB sneak, maybe a short run here, just something to get that first down, get a new set of downs.
Yeah.
So we'll see here, but ongoing over in Snyder's currently up 7-0 against East Noble with 9:40 left in the second quarter.
And there is about 8:35 in the second quarter. Vikings up 7-6. Sean Bailey under center. It looks like a QB sneak by Sean Bailey.
And they'll give him the first down.
Give him first down.
So like I said, pretty much bread and butter play from us in the offense. Probably one of the hardest plays to really stop because, especially have someone like Sean Bailey or Ian Meyer, these big dudes, get your, big running back behind you, push them, and almost every time you get the first down. It's like, I'm pretty sure 99%, success rate for a QB sneak, which is why almost every offense goes for that in short yardage situations.
Yes.
So 1st and 10 here on the Jay County 45-yard line. So we'll see here.
We got Benson Ward and Justin Dehoff out there. Seems like a little looking for like a screenplay.
Nice breakup there.
There was
by
a hit.
Tony Decker.
Yeah, Tony Decker with a break. Oh, and there's a Viking coming off the field. Looks like it's Solly. Yes, he's getting a sub. Solly's coming off the field with something.
Looks like
he's taking his helmet off. Oh.
So we'll see here with the Vikings as they come out on the field now. All right. Looks like they had. So looks like they had. They'll put us up in here a second. So Sean Bailey under center.
Oh, he's throwing it up. And that's an interception by Huntington North.
You see that's the big momentum booster there.
James Link here with the interception.
James Linker did an amazing job tracking that ball all the way to the end there. And Sean Bailey looks like he took a shot there at the end of the play. slow to get up. But again, great momentum, boost for the Huntington Vikings, and just great ball tracking there by James Linker.
Yes.
And he's someone who has very, very great hands here on this defense and offense as well. A very, very great up-and-coming play here for the Huntington North Vikings.
Well, score update. Looks like DeKalb is up 7-0 against Garrett, and it's the end of first quarter. Looks like they got motion. Hand off to Luke Toish. He's out there, but looks like a loss. Maybe possibly a miscommunication with their O-line.
It just looks like they're not getting, it looks like what's happening here, what Jay County is doing is that they're countering that kind of outside run or, giving Paul the players that kind of out there in space. What they're doing is that it looks like they'll bring players up in the last moment. It's called pretty much like a blush blitz, and they'll bring players up. They'll bring their linebackers up to the line. Right before they hike the ball, they'll back off, and then they'll run down to either side. They have both linebackers crash. That's kind of what,
motion
violates.
Oh, it's a fumble.
Oh, it's like,
ooh. Seems like it was.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Looks like the Vikings do get it back.
But it's a 4th and 11. Seems like it.
Big man coming up with the ball there. 4th and 11 looks like they're going to bring the punt team out again. Before 9 here, looks like they're going to keep the offense out here.
Oh.
Sorry, no, it's third down. So it's third 9, correction here.
Yeah. Ian Riley in the shotgun formation with 3 receivers out there. He throws it up towards
deep.
Interception by Jay County Patriots by Benson Ward.
And you see right on that play, Asher, it looks like there may be a miscommunication. Asher never turned his head back, and Wiley looks like ball may have slipped there, but it just fell just short. And so maybe miscommunication there between Shipchowski and Wiley. So basically what happens there, they just kind of flip up the ball back and forth, the 2 interceptions there. And so really, Jay County just kind of moved forward in a sense. And so we'll see here. So again, first and 10 in Viking territory for the Jay County Patriots. Looks like, we'll see here.
Yeah, just like the communications. It seems like it was off between Asher Chimchowski.
Well, it's like Asher didn't really look like he didn't turn his head back in time.
Yeah,
and so the safety just kind of came down, plugged the ball off, and
looks like it's a handoff to AJ Myers. Seems like it was a loss or just no gain.
Another great tackle there. Jason Toyce, yeah. And Jason Toyce is another great linebacker on this Vikings team as well. They just got really good depth at all positions here. A lot of really, really talented. Almost all these players are talented on this Vikings team. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. No gain on the run. Counting down past 5 minutes and 52 seconds here. And I wouldn't be shocked if they kind of took their time here. Take your time, take off as much clock as you can, score a touchdown, maybe 2-point conversion, and take the lead again normally.
Not give them much time for Huntington North. Looks like it was a handoff to AJ Myers.
So again,
like gain of 6.
Just give it to your big guy, and they're going to continue to do that because really the Vikings have struggled to stop this run game, and so why would they stop doing that if they're just going to continue to not only wear down this defense, but also take time off the clock and they're kind of in control here for the rest of the half. Especially, it'll be interesting to see if they try to go for a 2-point conversion again, or they keep it at just 13-7. So we'll see here. As we pass the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter, Vikings up 7-6.
Still a very close game between these two teams.
All right.
Oh. There is it is against Huntington North.
Yeah, that'll be encroachment there. So that'll be a first down again. So they get pretty much a free set of downs there. That's something we kind of talked about last week. This Vikings team is still a little young, so they're going to kind of make these little mistakes here, but it's going to be interesting to see on the game, especially in the second half, if they can kind of tune these out and get these ironed out here as the game progresses.
Yes. Young players
So we're going to actually mark this 3rd and 1. My apologies.
So Huntington North could get a good stop on this 3rd and 1, but possibly a QB sneak with under center with Sean Bailey, and it's a QB sneak. Are they gonna hand?
The Patriots 4. Sean Bailey keeps the ball.
Are they calling him short? Oh, first down.
They'll give him the first down there.
First down for the Jay County Patriots. 1st and 10 at the Vikings 21-yard line.
1st and 10 for Jay County.
So looks like they're getting ready to knock into red zone territory now. As you can see, they're just taking every second they can look off the clock. It's almost been a 3-minute drive now, and they've moved maybe 20, 25 yards. So they're just going to continue to kind of run the ball, maybe get these short yardage gains. See here, 3. Yeah, they're taking every second of that play clock.
Hand off to AJ Myers for about a gain of 4.
AJ Myers carries the ball for the Patriots.
They give them 3, but you know they're going to take these 3-4 yard runs 8 days of the week, because that's just going to, like I said, you know, small little chunk bit at a time.
Keep making that clock come off.
And tire this defense out. All right.
Seems like there's 2 receivers out there. They got Benson Ward and Justin DeHoff. And it seems like the pit is getting hyped out here. It's a and it's a loss of gain, a tackle, loss of gain.
That is a excellent tackle by Malachi Gordon. Sorry, Cameron Landrum getting the great tackle there in the backfield. So that's going to really put this, so this will be 3rd and 8 now. So it's going to put a very tough, 3rd and 13. So it's going to put a very tough kind of situation here. I mean, you're going to go for it, you know, if it's 4th, 13, you know, regardless. But it's going to be very interesting if they do here. If they do kind of a run, maybe get some yardage up and get closer to the first down.
Possibly.
I don't know. We'll see.
2 receivers out there. They got Justin DeHoff and Benson Ward with Sean Bailey. Oh.
There'll be a timeout there.
Timeout.
By Jay County.
Jay County. That is their 3rd and final timeout in this first half.
All right, so we'll come back here in about 30 seconds, folks. Don't leave us yet.
My simple solution to the problem was remove people from the scene and help them feel safer.
In response to attacks against Asian Americans, Maddie Park raised over $250,000 to donate cab rides to the Asian community.
There is so much more work to be done. We really need to come together and tackle this issue as a community.
Support the Asian community. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
All right, welcome back after this quick 30-second timeout here. 2:29 left here in the first half. So we'll see here, looks like Coach Zagunda taking some time to talk to his guys about this kind of crucial 3rd down here to see what they do. You know, what the kind of, you know, just kind of talk more to your guys what you're going to do here. Like you mentioned, that was the 3rd and final timeout here. So let's see what this offense is going to do here as they get ready. And here goes the play call.
Big 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13.
All
at
right.
the Vikings 25. Oh, he's throwing it up towards, and that is incomplete.
And so they're going to try
like Sean Bailey tried to throw it up towards Benson Ward.
Yep, they're going to try to take a deep shot there. It just isn't there. That's great coverage by Tony Decker. Tony Decker and James Linker just all over his guy. So, you know, 4th down here, they're obviously going to go for it. They may try to get a run here just to, you know, pin the Vikings deep in their own territory. But you could see maybe some trickery. You know, anything's possible.
And they're bringing out their 6'5" receiver, Ben Crouch. Probably hoping for that big boy to get some big gains. They got 4 receivers out there. Seems like Sean Bailey's out there. He's looking for Ben Crouch.
And that'll be a turnover.
There's a flag.
Ooh.
Pass interference.
Looks like we're going to call out pass interference in the defense. Oof, that's got hurt. That's going to give him a first down, which means it keeps this drive going. So
what's happening?
They're discussing here. Yep, defensive pass interference. Automatic first downs. That's a gut wrencher right there. You know, he had him 4th and 13 there.
Oh no, it's not. It's a 4th and 2, 4th and 1 for the Jay County.
Well, what are they going to run here? What are they going to run? It looks like we're probably going to see QB sneak again. They're bread and butter here at Jay County. 4th and 1 here. So we'll see here. I mean, has there been a time with 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 where they haven't done a QB sneak? So let's see if the Vikings can prepare for this and see what they do.
Seems like Sean Bailey coming out.
1 and 2.
There's 2:19 left in the second quarter until halftime. Vikings are up 7-6.
All right.
Looks like a toss back to AJ Myers, and that is.
Looks like they'll mark him.
Seems like he's. I think he's sure.
May bring a chain out. We'll see. They'll get the first down. So this clock is going to continue to run, and they very well could take this thing out all the way to. They could take this thing out all the way to the end of the first half. We'll see here. Looks like the clock ticking now at 2:06. Vikings up by 1, 7-6.
Sean Bailey, handoff to AJ Myers. About a gain of 5 or 6 yards on that run with AJ Myers.
So again, they could very easily take this until like 5-10 seconds left in the first half. So, and that's where we're gonna see. They're gonna kind of take their time, maybe get the play, make sure everyone has it, get to the line. You know, again, they have I think an average 30-something seconds, so they could easily mark off this clock in no time. Especially the fact that they could still get a first down here on 2nd and 6 inside the 10.
Yes, it seems like we got Sean Bailey, shotgun formation, 2 receivers out there, and a little play action to Mr. Garrett Bennett, but it's
he was in bounds tackled, so that clock is going to continue to run. And you see here, this is great, great coaching here by Eschbach. You just kind of don't try to get the ball back here. You're in the lead. Don't try to do anything funny. You just kind of let them, wind this out.
3rd and 5 with clock ticking with 55 seconds left in the second quarter.
And what they could do, they could kick a field goal here. They're in within field goal range here, so we'll see.
Definitely.
And that could be what they do.
They brought out Ben Crouch, and they still have Justin Dehoff out there.
All right.
Could be like a one-on-one toss-up to. All right, play. He's rolling out. Looks like it was. He's still going. He is down.
It looks like that's not really what you want to do in that kind of situation there.
Clock is 4th and 5.
Sean Bailey was trying to do something wrong. Looks like the clock is going to continue to run. They have this no timeouts. All right, so 7-yard loss. So 4th and 12 here. This is going to be your play. You're just going to chuck it in the end zone.
Yeah.
5 seconds left.
4. All right, he's tossing it up.
Is your Hail Mary?
To Jalen Dehoff, and that is a touchdown.
Absolute dime.
Great Justin Dehoff by Sean Bailey.
And
to
so
take the lead in the first half.
Will they go for 2 though?
That's the real question. Will they go for 2 or just take that extra point? Either way, they are still in the lead in the first half.
Looks like they're going to get ready to go for 2 here.
They're keeping the offense out there.
Yep. Which you're going to go for 2 here to make it even up to 14.
Mm-hmm. Just in case the Vikings score to have the game tied. But on the last time they went for a 2-point, seems like they missed it. So we will see what the Vikings defense does. Oh, it looks like a handoff to AJ Myers, and he got it.
So wow, that really changes things for this first half. So conclusion of the first half here in Huntington North Stadium here in Huntington. Jay County up 14-7 against Huntington North, and that was quite the eventful first half for sure, especially with that long drive there by the Jay County Patriots. So we will be back here shortly after the halftime here show by the Huntington North Band. So stay here, folks, and let's hear the band.
Anytime during tonight's game. Thank you for your cooperation. Stay up to date with Huntington North Athletics on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at HN Vikings. You can still purchase punch or all sport passes for the 2023-2024 school year. Contact the athletic office for more information on ticketing options. The Viking Pride Adult Booster Club athletic program by providing recognition, promotion, awards, equipment, encouragement, and support. Call the athletic department at Huntington North High School to learn about the multiple contribution levels available for the Viking Pride Adult Booster Club. The varsity girls volleyball team hosts the Huntington North Invitational at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Boys and girls cross country teams travel to DeKalb for the Barron Invitational. The first race is at 9:30 a.m. JV's boys tennis competes at the Normal Invitational. The first match is at 9 a.m. The freshman football team plays Tippecanoe Valley here on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Thanks to Z-Place for providing the pizzas sold at the concession stand. The Z-Place menu is more than pizza. It also includes roasted chicken, pork chops, fish and potatoes, subs and pasta. Delivery, dine-in, carry-out, and catering are all available from Z-Place at 538 Warren Street in downtown Huntington. When you crave pizza, think I love Z-Place. And visit ilovezplace.com to learn more and order online Huntington's best thin crust pizza. Wings Etc. is the hospitality food provider for Huntington North Athletics. A family-friendly restaurant and pub, Wings Etc. offers award-winning jumbo wings, smoked baby back ribs, pulled pork, char-grilled burgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, fresh salads, great side dishes, awesome appetizers, and more. All in a sports-themed environment. Visit Wings Etc. at 317 Hohenstein Road. Subway provides all meals for tonight's officials. Visit Subway at 2048 North Jefferson Street. Please welcome to the field the marching Vikes. The Vikes are under the direction of Michael Pettick and Alex Walters and showcase 97th through 12th grade students. Tonight, they will be performing the first movement of their 2023 competition production entitled The Triangle. Drum majors Cadence Reed and Morgan Garner, the field is yours.
You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the
When
Ad
it comes
Council.
to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays? The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Broadcasting from room 104 of the Huntington North High School building.
A broadcast service of the Huntington County Community School Corporation.
Viking Radio 91.9 WVSH.
All right, and welcome back. Hello. Okay. Welcome back.
A portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Bippus State Bank. With 4 locations, including 2 branches in Huntington, 1 in North Manchester, and a branch in Roanoke, Bippus State Bank is an independent community bank. Thank you, Bippus State Bank, for your continued support of our broadcasts.
Keep it locked in to Viking Radio
91.9
WVSH.
Hello. Check. All right. Check.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Here, teams are taking the field now with 2 minutes left in halftime.
All right, so far in this first half, we have seen great defense from Jay County and Huntington North. Maybe a couple little things like those encroachments that caused us, the other team, to gain yards and just a run like that. I haven't seen many
just
passing plays.
Very kind of rough, sluggish first half.
Yes, definitely.
And you can see, late in that second quarter, you can just see the Patriots taking advantage of that, running that defense down, and it's, now they're leading the game 14-7 with a complete 2-point conversion as well. So again, kind of recap, the Vikings currently down 14-7 against the Jay County Patriots. Just a kind of rough first half all around.
Yes.
And all they really talked about is that 2-yard Ian Miley QB keeper touchdown.
Yes.
And so, just as sluggish first half, the offensive line really struggling there. Really pressuring Ian Wiley. some miscommunication. Receivers are not looking back. And so just a lot of kind of little things that, can be fixed at halftime, and then they could come out here roaring like we saw last week.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Even though it wasn't a touchdown, there was a big run with Luke Toish on that 27-yard to end up with that Ian Riley 2-yard touchdown.
And, they've been running the ball really nice. It's just they Patriots are doing a really good job at limiting those outside runs, which is where you get your big runs with Toish. And they've done a good job at kind of limiting those. So we'll see what they're going to change the offense. Maybe some more quick play action, get the ball out quick, so you kind of, get your offense in quick tempo. But at the same time, also kind of keep the defense on their toes there, because, they can't get to you if you get the ball out in 2-3 seconds, which may be what this offense, does to change up. We'll be back here shortly after this quick, about 30-second break.
The voice of the schools of Huntington.
Viking Radio.
91.9
WVSH.
When you think of all the late nights.
When might you be buzzed? When you suddenly love everything.
You guys! I love this song! I love these nachos. I love our kickball league! Ugh! I love this guy! What's your name? You know what I love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car. Is this real leather?
All right, and here we go. 1 minute and 50 seconds here into the start of the third quarter here.
And if you are new and you are just listening, this is Rylan Finley, Parker Ellenberg's co-host, first radio show for his first home game. So, Parker, what are you looking for the second half for both teams?
Really, I don't see much in terms of Jay County's you're doing well and you're getting success with that just constant running. Maybe get running, bring your defenders up forward, and then doing maybe a play action pass or whatever. And so I don't see much of a change. They're doing really good defensively on stopping these Vikings. And what I see more so happen with your Huntington Vikings here, I feel like they're going to kind of switch to more quick read style offense, maybe some RPOs, get the ball out quick, get a tempo going again. And, I wouldn't be surprised they did some hurry-up offense stuff as well. Kind of get this J County defense, tired, because as you've seen, the offense has had a lot of field time. So the defense has been well-rested for each of these drives they've been on, which is why they've dominated so well. And that's why the Vikings defense has been more tired, because the Viking offense has had a hard time staying on the field, not giving their defense much time to catch up and get a breather.
Yeah.
And so it's just going to be more of who can keep their offense on the field the longest. And we've seen the Vikings can do that. They can pack a punch for sure. Vikings do get the ball here.
In the second half.
So we'll see here.
About 15 seconds until second half will start up.
Looks like they're going to have Luke Toish, and looks like Luke Toish may be the single one back to return. Looks like there's kind of getting some confusion ongoing right now. Yeah. So we'll see.
Someone turn your mic off.
Looks like we're going to start. Yeah, so you can see you have Noah Wagner and Luke Toish back to receive the kick. So maybe depends. We could see maybe another squib or something to keep it away from the shifty guys back there, because they know the kind of pack these two players can deal with Wagner and Toish.
And like we talking about Noah Wagner, he almost had that touchdown last week against Eastbrook.
Exactly.
But just the little things brought him back, and they did not receive that touchdown. And the kick is off.
It's like muffed.
Missed.
Luke Toish gets it.
Ooh.
Takes a hard hit there, but he'll be left down just inside the one. Sully Style looks like he got a hand on it, muffed it, but Toish is able to pick it up and takes it just, looks like they'll mark him at the 20. So we'll see here what this offense coming does. Looks like they're coming out there. Like I said, I wouldn't be shocked to see more of that kind of quick, RPO, quick read, maybe some QB sneaks here.
Yes, definitely like last week. Maybe some more motions,
Yeah,
to bring the tight end Asher open on the little cut routes.
All right, so we see here
Ian Wiley in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right of him. Hand off to Luke Toish.
Good hole there.
Big, solid gain for about 5 yards with Luke Toish on that rush.
We'll mark him, give him 3 yards. So yeah, we'll get him. He's 2nd and 7. So again, just kind of get these little chunks going. Keep that ball going. You can see they're kind of running a more fast-paced offense here.
Yes. Ian Wiley with the scramble with a big gap.
There it is.
That is either. And that is a first down for Huntington North.
And like I said, there's just, kind of these quick, option things where they can get a hole open. Ian Wiley can abuse that, and he can go right through. We just saw be about a 8-yard gain, so they give him the first down. Empty set again.
Another scramble, Ian Wiley.
Again, just kind of keep this defense on their toes because they know Ian Wiley can run. And so, like I mentioned, probably said more QB sneaks, RPOs, which we're seeing now. And that's getting the ball moving. They just kind of keep a tempo going, keep getting these good chunk plays and these first downs. Kind of establish a tempo, get your offense back under control, and just drive down the field. So see here, Toish backfield again.
Two receivers to the right of him. Little handoff to Luke Toish. Looks like a loss.
Looks like they'll be loss. Looks like it'd be a
loss of 1.
So they'll mark it back at the 10 now.
3rd and 10.
So wouldn't be shocked to probably see another run or a pass out up here. Probably something short over the middle.
Maybe like a little motion to Asher.
3rd and 9.
All right, 3rd and 9 here.
Ian Wiley in the shotgun formation.
Takes the ball.
He's throwing a screen play to Luke Toish. Breaking one tackle and a big hit taken.
Looks like, ooh, this will be really close. Looks like they will give him the first down.
That is a first down.
Yeah, you see, again, Luke Toish, get him in space. That man can hit hard and can run hard as well.
Yes.
And so he can take licks any day, and that's just he doesn't look that big in person, but when he's a great all-state wrestler in Bay State last year, and so he's just all around. Looks slim, but man, he is a wrecking ball when he turns, downfield.
All right, they got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ian Wiley alone in the pocket, but he looks like he was sacked by Jay County's defense.
Yeah, so another sack, and that's the thing is just this defensive line is getting in there and getting it in quick and disrupting the entire play. And that's something I said. This offensive line is going to have to keep up on these longer pass situations. They're going to have to keep up if they want a chance to push that ball downfield more. So 2nd and 15, still manageable. We'll see here.
Longer. Ian Wiley in the backfield. A little fake play.
There's
pass
that pass
to Asher Chimchowski.
See, that's what we want. You want those quick, bring Asher across, get him out in the flat, wide open, and, just kind of keep that bread and butter like that. And it puts you in a short and middle situation. You can run here. So we'll see.
And that was a 13-yard gain for Asher Chimchowski. 3rd and 2, a much more manageable 3rd down instead of some big 3rd down and 18. It's like a handoff to Luke Toish.
And right out of a cannon.
That is a first down.
My favorite say, Luke Toish shot right out of a cannon on that play there. You can see just absolutely pummeling, getting past that first down and continue this drive going. This is something you want to see. Here comes more fast tempo offense. 6-yard gain by Toish.
Another handoff to Luke Toish. What about a couple yard gain?
You see that's something Luke Toish is so good at, is that he's so good running so fast, but he breaks that first tackle because he got so much forward momentum, and that's what he's so good at, and why he can get past the 1st and 2nd levels and into and deep past the defense. They're running.
2nd and 7. Looks like a handoff to Luke Toyish, trying to get outside. Ooh.
You lost.
Seems like a loss. Took a big hit. Lucas Straight. Took a big hit by Lucas Straight. Another 3rd and 10. So we got Ian in the shotgun. Looks like a fake handoff. Emotion. Looks like a throw. Ooh.
Looks to be just a bit too high. Looks like it bounced off the hands there. It looks like it bounced off the hands of Wagner there. Incomplete. So 4th and 10 here. Wouldn't be shocked. Looks like they're going to run the punt team out there. So this is kind of situations where like sometimes you'll go for 4th, but you're not going to also want to give them a good field position. So they're just going to probably be shocked to get a very high but short distance punt here. Kind of just put them back deeper.
I got Justin D off. And...
All right. Very nice punt there by Toyish.
High kick.
It's still a bounce. Takes a Huntington bounce all the way.
Down to the about 11, 12-yard. Another big punt by Luke Toyish.
Luke Toyish is just amazing, man. he's such a good, all-around piece. Both, when he sometimes last year, he's a great linebacker on defense, great punter, and great at the running back position, man. He's just he's got a heck of a leg, man.
He's just a beast.
And so we'll see here. Let's put something deeper on territory. And so, we kind of have more rejuvenated here on defense, try to maybe get a snap here deeper on territory. Make them punt it out to the 50 and just see what they can get going from here. So Sean Bailey coming back to the huddle now.
All right. We will see what's going on with this Jay County Patriots defense. Seems like a shotgun formation.
All right.
Looks like he's throwing it up for... He threw it up for Justin Dehoff, but it was over his head and incomplete.
So it looks like he really wanted that ball to get in there, but really tight coverage there by the Vikings defense. Looked like that the ball was a little short, could have been picked off, or just too much over the head, and it could have picked off as well. But sent airmails way out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now.
At the Jay County 12-yard line.
So great coverage there on that play by the Vikings defense, especially the safety, corner and safety there. So we'll see here.
See what's going on. Got
Jay County up by 7, leading 14-7.
All right, looks like a handoff to AJ. Handoff to AJ Myers for a big.
That'll be 11-yard gain there for the first down as well by Myers. And Myers, man, just keep getting. I mean, it's working. Why, just keep giving to your guy.
Keep him pushing him.
Exactly.
The O-line, making them holes for him to get those big yard gains.
This will be a 1st and 10 now with 23. Clock ticking past 6 minutes and 51 seconds now.
Looks like Jay County is taking a timeout.
Jay County taking timeout, taking time to look over what they kind of want to do here.
Looked like some miscommunication between Sean Bailey and his coach.
All right, so we'll take a quick break here, guys. Don't leave us yet, and stay here on Viking Radio.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because feeling full can sound like this.
How did the interview go? I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
And like this.
Mom, I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
All right, welcome back here. That short break. Currently ongoing is a Jay County 30-second timeout here. Time left in this third quarter is 6:43. And Huntington North is down 14-7 against Jay County, as Huntington North has just struggled on the offense and defense side of the ball here. They're trying to get something going. Jay County just playing all-around, well-rounded football here.
Yes.
The Vikings there had a drive going, but it just, after a couple penalties, after that sack, really just kind of derailed all the momentum they had.
Yes. All right. So seems like they got 2 receivers out there for Jake County. All right, a little. Oh, he's throwing it up for Benson. Ooh.
Great pass break up there by James Linker. Sorry, correction, that was Noah Wagner, my bad there. And again, Noah Wagner, just a great corner there. And so, great job by Noah Wagner again at the corner position to get a very nice pass break up there, right in the breadbasket, but he just swats his arm down, the ball comes out. It'll be 2nd and 10 now.
At the 23.
His offense comes out.
Got it. Defense out. They got the little handoff to AJ Myers for a big gain outside. And it looks like he got a gain of 2 or 3 on that run.
Looks like.
So it's a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 for the Jay County Patriots.
Jason Toys getting a tackle there.
Yeah. So it's a 3rd and 8. So it's a manageable play for the Patriots. We'll see what's happening.
It's going to be good here if they can get a stop here. Defense going to be very crucial. So time taken just past the 6-minute mark here. 5:55 left in the 3rd.
And Jay County is up 14-7. Looks like he's starting. Oh, he tried to go for a little one out of the pocket. And it looks like Sean Bailey is looking for a flag on that play. But
see what he was looking for. He just kind of, aired the pass a little bit. Had too much spice on it and just missed receiver. So before 4th and 8, the punt team coming out. So it's going to be a good defensive stop here for the Viking defense. Kind of take these little mess ups here by the Patriots.
And that will be the first punt by Jay County tonight.
So we'll see here.
Noah Wagner in the backfield.
Back to receive. Looks like it'll be James Linker back to receive.
Yeah, James Linker back there to receive this punt.
Interesting how high this goes.
Oh, a high punt.
High snap.
And it's.
Oh, they call it timeout. So it's a timeout by Jay County there.
That was a close one. That was a big.
That was a timeout by Huntington North. My apologies. So again, quick. Timeout by Jay County there. It looks like they saw kind of the mismatch there, and great to call out timeout there, as that was a looked to be a high snap way back in the end zone, and the Vikings got that. Would have been a touchdown, which would have been a complete game and momentum changer here. But it gives the Vikings a little breather here. Looks like they talk over what they may do here. I don't see why they would go for it. I think they're still going to punt it.
Yeah.
But probably get your guys a breather here, talk it over. Very lucky to call a timeout just in time. Give them a very different outcome there.
Yes.
James Linker gets back to receive now. So we'll see here how things get rolling.
Looks like they got Sean Bailey out there for the punt. And the punt by...
Low snap.
That was good kick. And James Linker with the catch all the way down to the...
Just inside.
49. No.
Oh, penalty here. Flag on the play. So it's will be here. Otherwise, a great punt and great return there by James Linker.
Yes.
Wait to see what the ref's calling this.
Looks like the flag was in the backfield towards like the kick. So possibly could be a roughing the kicker.
We'll see. I don't see that.
Looks like
I don't know. Looks like they're
the offense is coming out for.
They gonna re-kick again? Some confusion ongoing down the field, but regardless, 5:30 left here in the 3rd. Vikings down 14-7 against the Patriots. Wait to see. Jason Toyish looking pretty mad there.
James Linker's still out there.
Looks like they bumped the position up.
It's a 4th and 4.
Eschbach is not happy with that call right there. See, looks like they're still gonna be punting. So
James
it is roughing the kicker. All right. So this bumps him up. It still looks like they're going to punt it here.
James Linker in the backfield to receive the punt.
So 4th and 3 here. All right.
Sean Bailey out there to get the kick.
Punt is up, and there he goes again.
Oh, looks like James Linker.
There goes another roughing the kicker again, and that is...
That will be a first down.
So that'll be a first down, and that's just...
Oh.
Yeah, that's really, really a game changer here, as that keeps the Vikings on the defense. And so, yeah, very, very interesting call. It looks like they very, very close call. I mean, it pretty much was clear cut, but I think if he was there just a bit quicker, it would have been fine to block the punt. But just a tad late there, that bumps up the first down, and it's just that's just heartbreaking right there.
All the way up to the 44, 45-yard line.
All right.
Here comes
So, Jay County offense still out there now after
2 flags against
2 very crucial, heartbreaking mistakes over the Vikings. And so, it's already tired Viking defense staying out there for another 4+ minute drive here.
Looks like a handoff to AJ Myers.
It's about a good 3-yard gain.
Looks like a tackle by...
And you can see this Viking defense is, you can see they're exhausted. They're getting slow to the line. They're a little bit sluggish here and there. You can tell they're gassed. And that's why it was so crucial to get a good drive going here on the Viking offense to get your defensive time to rest, because they're just going to continue to give it to their guy, and they're going to continue to punch this ball right through, because you know Vikings can't stop it, so they're going to continue to just run the clock. They run this Viking defense down.
Clock is ticking with 4:40, with Jay County up 14-7. Toss back to AJ Myers. Looks like it was a loss.
Great tackle there. Great hustle there by both Cameron Landrum and Aiden, which Aiden Kavalhofer is an absolute stud. He's big, well built, but he's also fast. You can see there. And so we'll see here again, third and long here. See if they can get a good stop here. So again, just very crucial to get a stop here. I mean, they've had good defensive stops here. Like, they get in these positions, they just make those silly little mistakes that cost them. And so it'll be very crucial here to see if they can get something going.
All right, the offense is out there for the Jay County Patriots.
All right, hikes the ball.
Looks like he's looking for a slant. Oh, almost intercepted by Tony Decker.
Tony Decker, man, was right in his hands. Looks like he just didn't focus on the ball there and lost track of it, and it just came right out of his hands. But
it is 4th and 10.
Regardless, they're going to take that great pass break up there and great stop. So this brings the punt team out again. Now, here we go. You just don't run into the kicker here, Vikings. Big thing, but looks like they'll have James Zicker back to receive.
All right, so, yeah, like Porter said, just nothing, little rough. Let's just keep our defense out of there. All right, good kick by Jay County, and it's bouncing all the way down to the 15-yard line.
It's like it takes a Jay County bounce there, so they're going to be pinned deep in their own territory, and they've got the room here to get a really good sustained drive going. You know, give your defense a breather, get down and score, and like I said, we just need to see here if we see more like quick play action going on here, because anytime they try to stay back and get a longer pass going, you know, EMI just gets ate up. So I wonder if we'll see here more of that, you know, quick run, laying up the middle, maybe a few sneaks here, like we saw. Because they got something going. It's just they tried, you know, get those long passes going, and EMI would get eaten up.
All right, Ian Wiley in the shotgun formation. Looks like a handoff to Luke Toish for a.
Looks like it'll be
2nd and 10 or 2nd and 11. Oh, looks like he got a
loss of 1. Looks like
he got a gain of 1. No.
They'll mark him as my pay line, so that's confusing there. They had line judge stood behind line of scrimmage, so I didn't know if that was a loss. But so no gain in the play.
2nd and 10 in their 16-yard line.
Empty
Ian
set for
Wiley.
Wiley.
Looks like he's looking for. He's throwing it up for. Ooh.
Great pass. Okay, and
there's
there's
a flag.
That's your defensive pass interference again. Corner there. You see, did not turn his back. He just ran right into Cameron Moore, and that's a very big breakthrough for the Vikings. You know, for Ian Wiley, you know they've been on DPIs before. Just chuck it up to your big guy and hope that happens. And you saw there, Corey didn't turn his back, and that's always going to be deep how we saw earlier, as well. So again, very big break. This brings them out all the way
up to the.
So I'm gonna put
31.
31, yes. So 1st and 10 here. Great break there for the Vikings.
Ian Wiley, empty set. 2 receivers to the right. A motion to Cameron Moore. It looks like an Ian Wiley scramble for a gain of.
We'll give him about 6. Yeah, we'll give him 6 on the play. So again, Ian Wiley doing good on those QB keepers. 2:39 left in the 3rd quarter. Vikings down 14-7 against Jay County.
Ian Wiley, empty set again on this on 2nd and 5. 2 to the right and a receiver to Ian Wiley. Broke. He's throwing it up.
Good. He's just gonna throw that out. Good. Great play by Wiley. Don't honor the ball. Just get it out. So it's still 3rd and 5. So great play there by Wiley. And so we'll see some discussion ongoing. Is there a flag there? Are they gonna
call back? Incomplete.
No, I was I thought the ref was gonna call it for like a. I forget. That was some weird. All right. So 3rd and 5, still manageable here. Great play there by Wiley. Just throw the ball away. Don't take a sack. Just keep it 3rd and manageable.
Looks like they'll.
All right, looks to be
okay.
Wait for the
communication.
The judge there to get out of the way.
Okay. 3rd, like we said, the 2nd. 3rd and 5. Ian Wiley set.
Free rushers.
Throwing it.
Wiley there, getting Langer kicking the ball there. But Wagner had that ball in his hands. Just something sometimes receivers will do is that they'll get that ball in their hands, like they'll get the ball in their hands, but they'll look away, lose track of that ball, and it'll fly out. It all comes down to concentration there for receivers, and sometimes they just get a little too quick there about their next move before they secure that ball, and drop it like that. So the Torch back to punt, and just another heartbreaking drive for the Vikings here. 2:12 left in the 3rd.
Looks like they have Benson Ward and Justin DeHoff in the back to receive the kick. Looks like Benson Ward has received it.
Great chase down there by Cameron Moore. All right, so this will be down on the 34-yard line now. So this will be back in Patriot territory. So again, looking here just to get a defensive stop as quick as you can, get your offense the ball, and get a turnover here. If you're the defense, you're really looking for a turnover here. Get some momentum back to your side of the ball. So we'll see here kind of how they play this.
Bringing in Sean Bailey after the play told by the coach. Offense is getting set. Sean Bailey. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers out there. Two running backs out there. Looks like a toss back. It's tossed to the running back. Toss to Justin DeHoff.
The receiver.
That's a big run with Justin
Looks like
DeHoff.
that'll be an illegal block in the back there. Another play, so that's going to offset. So that'll be a flat. It'll be 2 flags. I think a illegal block in the back for the Patriots and a unnecessary roughness on the Vikings. That dismisses the play entirely. So I mean, yeah, and that's just a crucial mistake by Wagner there. You knew he was going out of bounds. No reason to shove him extra hard. So we'll see here.
See what's going on.
That should negate everything, I'm pretty sure.
Looks.
Looks
like the rest are talking. See what's going on.
Wagner really didn't like that call there, but it was. So we'll see here. A lot of discussion. Looks like they're talking about. I saw an illegal block in the back there. I think it was on Sully Stahl. Talking to Eschbach there. About what's going on. The same thing on the other side, talking to Seguda. So we'll see where the call is here. That was a very interesting set of play there. Had a really good play going for the Patriots, but again, illegal block in the back, looks like. Or blindside block, I think.
Looks like they're going.
So it was a holding on the Patriots. And so it looks like they're going to call for a personal foul. Unless they're roughness, yeah. That'll be on. So it looks like that. So again, negates, the positive play that happened. There's not going to be any. The Patriots aren't moving back since they're both plays. There's a penalty by both sides. It just negates what happened, and it's first down again.
It is a 1st and 5 at the 38.
I guess that does negate. I was wrong. Never mind. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So this does boot them up 1st and 5 now. It looks like they'll take the personal foul. This will bump them up, say, 15 yards. So
46-yard line.
Confusion ongoing there. So they'll get back in the huddle again. So that was a very confusing set of events there, guys. So what happened on the play was that they had kind of an end around, some misdirection, and the receiver, Geoff, come down. There was a holding back, but then Noah Wagner, as he got out of bounds, shoved him down for a personal foul. This bumps him up to the 46 now.
It's like a high snap, handoff to A.J. Meyer,
who maybe gets a yard and a half. They're going to give him a yard, it looks like.
Looks like it's...
Carrying the ball for the Patriots, 23, A.J. Myers.
All right.
Stopped by the Vikings, 32, Jason Toysh.
That was a stop by Jason Toysh on the Vikings defensive side.
All right.
And handoff to A.J. Meyer on the offensive side.
All right, here.
All right. Looks
so
like
again, it's going to be very crucial to try this Viking defense try to get a stop here. We'll see.
Looks like
so nowhere to go. He's going to take it.
Got the scramble. Looks like
nice takedown there.
Looks like it is a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 6.
Good tackle by Malachi Gordon there. So again, 3rd and 6 here. Get a 4th down stop. See if we can get something rolling here. Clock currently at 41 seconds up in the third quarter.
3rd and 6 at the 50-yard line. See what's going on with these defense.
All right.
Looks like Sean Bailey's hustling, rushing out there on the field to get that to keep going. Hand off to A.J. Meyer and 1st down.
And again, they're just continuing to give it to Meyer, and they're going to continue to punch through the defense. This is probably going to take us to the end of the 4th. So end of 3rd, so we're going to switch sides here as the Vikings are down 14-7 here. Or looks like they stop the clock now, and there it runs again. They're going to kind of take this out, switch sides of the field here as we run down past 5 seconds. Again, Huntington North down 14-7 against the J County Patriots here as Huntington is looking for something to get going here. So leave us up. We'll be back after this short break.
When might you be buzzed? When you suddenly love everything.
You guys, I love this song. I love these nachos. I love our kickball league. Ugh! I love this guy. What's your name? You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car.
Is this real leather?
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because feeling full can sound like this.
How did the interview go? I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
And like this.
Mom, I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/act now. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
All right, welcome back here, guys, to the fourth quarter here and final quarter of the game today against the Jay County Patriots. And, man, this is a very tough battle for the Vikings ongoing right now. They're having a hard time stopping the run because this Vikings defense has been out here a lot tonight. A lot of time on the field here for those Vikings defense, as this Vikings offense is just struggling to get something going. So we'll see how they kind of continue to have things going for the night.
Looks like both teams are out there on the field.
So yeah, again, Vikings here just looking to get a stop on the defense here. You know, get something going, maybe get some positive yardage. Regardless here, you know, home crowd is still pumping hard, going hard. Again, it's not, the game isn't that far to reach. It's just you got to get something going. You got to get this quick, you know, RPO action and then get it going. But Ian Law would take a sack, or there would be a couple dead plays there, and it just absolutely throws everything out of the loop. So Viking is looking for something to go off here now. So we'll see here. Does he get ready? All right. Hikes the ball, gives it to Meyer. Looks like he'll take it. Still going. He'll be taken down on about a 2-yard gain, so we'll give him 2 or 3. This will be second down now.
Tony Decker with the tackle.
Good tackle by Tony Decker. So be second. So they give him 2 on the run.
So it's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line for Jay County Patriots.
And Jay County is in Viking territory right now. So they're looking to get another score here, run up by 2. And that very well with the way the Vikings are playing. Another score or 2 here could seal this game.
Yes, Nick.
So we'll see here the Vikings can maybe get a stop here and just do something. So we'll see here. 2nd and 8, hikes the ball.
Toss back to A.J. Meyer. Looks like, oh, he's still going.
Looks like they'll give him the first down, so they move the chains again.
Even closer to the Minnesota Vikings, not Huntington North Vikings.
This will be inside the 30. Oh, 26. This time ticks past 10-minute mark, and they're just going to eat up as much of this clock as they can get. A.J. Meyer having one heck of a night there, as well with their offensive and defensive line. They'll be able to keep the Vikings, just punch them in the face here.
Looks like.
Takes it.
Hand off to A.J. Meyer with a loss on the run. Looks like a loss of like 3 or 4 on that run.
Great tackle there by Jason Toish, and you see there, Meyer really had nowhere to go. They really collapsed that left end, and that really kind of made A.J. Meyer run into his own lineman and gave him nowhere to go. So great defensive tackle there and loss for the Vikings. So he's 2nd and 14 now on the 30. But again, just a whole minute taking off. It's now getting ready to pass into the 9 to 10 minute range. So they're just going to continue to eat this clock up.
Got 2 receivers out there for East Jay County.
And that's going to be another flag there. That's encroachment or offsides. So you see Sean Bailey getting them really hard with the hard count tonight. Viking defense is tired.
Looks like about a 5-yard gain. So that will make it 2nd and 9 on the 25-yard line.
So again,
Jay County.
These Vikings committing these little mistakes. As I said, this defense is gassed. They're tired. They've been on field for a majority of the game, which for a team you don't necessarily want, you know, especially if you're down by a score or 2, and especially if they continue to munch off this clock here, which looks like they're continuing to do. We're just now at the 9-minute and 50-second range. They could very easily take off another 3 or 4 minutes and score here and leave the Vikings in a more pass-friendly situation, which we've seen they struggled in tonight.
Looks like 2nd and 9. Hand off to A.J. Meyer. Trying to go for outside run, and he's... Looks like the Vikings got him on that.
Another good run by Meyer.
a 5-yard run by A.J. Meyer. Malachi Gordon with the stop on the run.
So putting him at the 20-yard line, and again, just give it to your guy. They're creating great opening lanes here. The Vikings, they're just, I mean, they're gassed. And we'll see here. They're just going to take, again, another minute off the clock. They're going to continue to 2 minutes off, especially here, folks. If you watch Huntington's coach, previous coach, Coach Prescott, he could easily take up a whole quarter with the drive. And so we'll see here another
a big loss on
very big loss here. So that's very, very good for the Vikings. Get a stop here.
The crowd is very hyped on that play.
And they're going to really have to go for it here, it looks like.
Jason Tuish with the stop.
Great job there. Great hustle by Jason Tuish to get in the backfield. This is going to be I mean, they're going to have to they can't really punt it here. Because if you punt it, you risk getting in the end zone and putting them in good territory.
Looks like a fourth and 8 on the 24-yard line.
So this is kind of your goal to go situation. You're up by a touchdown. Yeah, they're going to go for it. Goal to go. You know, if you at least get a play, you put them deep in their own territory.
And to keep that clock ticking.
So, like, exactly, again, another minute off the clock.
Timeout by Eastbrook.
Timeout by Jay County.
Jay County, my bad.
So we'll be back here after this short break. 8:05 left. Jay County up 14-7 against Huntington North. Stay with us here, folks.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. Being a veteran, it's interwoven into your DNA. It is really the absence of the connection and the purpose that can really drive a lot of veterans to some negative thoughts. For those who are in a suicidal crisis, the window of time to save somebody's life is very short. Our duty is to protect ourselves and protect our families, and one way you can do that is store your weapons safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the show. This is your co-host, Rylan Finley, over here. First radio show of the night for a home game at Huntington North Stadium. And it looks like Vikings defense is out there getting hyped, getting the crowd turned up to get them stopped on this 4th and 8 play.
That student section is getting rowdy here tonight. As you can see there. So, looks like they're going to go for it. Are they going to punt it? We'll see. So they're going for it. They're going to go for it.
Looks like Sean Bailey throwing it up towards Benson Ward. And it was incomplete, but a very close throw.
Looks like they went right through the hands. That was a great coverage there by the Vikings right there. So here comes the, again, Noah Wagner having a great night coverage-wise. A couple pass breakups this evening. And so here comes his Viking offense. Again, 8 minutes. Take a long drive. Get your defensive breather. Get down there. Get some momentum. Score. Like I said, wouldn't be shocked to see that very fast tempo, RPO, QB sneak kind of run here. Just some fast stuff. Keep the defense on their toes.
Ian Wiley in the shotgun formation. Handoff to Luke Toish outside. A good juke by Luke Toish for a gain of 5.
We'll give him 3 or 4. So, great little outside run there. Just off the line. So they go for 4. Good 4-yard carry by Toish. So we'll see here. As things continue to run here.
Handoff. Looks like
So we'll see here. So there'll be another gain there. A 2-yard gain, 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. It's a better play than some 3rd and 8.
They got to dog up some pass plays here, guys. You're gonna run to that 6-minute mark. And you gotta think here. You gotta get a good drive going, but you also gotta trust your defense to stop them before they go down and score.
Yes.
Maybe this game goes to overtime, or maybe, just maybe, we see Matt Geschbach they get a touchdown here.
Looks like Ian Wiley running out of the pocket. Oh! Looks like the pass was incomplete.
after taking a little luck there. But he had it right in his hand. It was just good defensive hit there. Knocked the ball out. So it'll be 4th and 4. Wouldn't be shocked if Eschbach keeps team out there. It's kind of almost a situation where you have to go for it.
Yes.
I mean, 6:50 left. Looks like they'll punt the ball. Looks like
they are. Yeah, punting the ball.
All right, so Eschbach. Looks like. Are they?
Yes.
It looks like they are punting.
Looks like they are punting.
All right.
Looks like Justin Dehoff in the back. To receive this
absolute leg.
Great
Nice kick.
All the way down to down to the
just inside the 5.
3-yard line. Great kick.
Look at that. That was like a 50, 60-yard bomb by Toys. And then again, he shows off his impressive leg.
Makes him far down in their own territory.
So what do you here now? You're deep in Jay County's territory. Get a quick stop. Have them punt, maybe get to the 40, 50, and get a drive going and score. I mean, this is kind of the make it or break it. If the Vikings get a good stop here,
they could.
But if Jay County scores like they've been scoring and take off 4 or 5 minutes, I don't know. It's gonna come down to the wire, I believe. So again, they're on their own 3. So this is back there. This is back there. Push on the line. So if they can get in there and create pressure, and have Sean Bailey get out, out in the open, we'll see here.
See what happens for this Vikings defense.
All right, here we go.
All right, we got Sean Bailey. Looks like a handoff to AJ Meyer, and that is a
safety. Oh,
that is a.
They're marking him down just that's
close.
That's a very rough call.
What are they?
They're marking that ball. I mean,
2nd and 10 at the.
You sneeze. That ball's in the end zone. That is. Look, all I'm saying is that I thought he was down
at the 1-yard line.
But regardless, this is I feel like probably gonna be a quick pass because if they run it like they just did.
Yeah. You don't know what could happen. Could be the same thing.
Quick RPO. See here, but very good defensive play there by the Vikings. See here.
Looks like the crowd is they're up on their feet. He's throwing up towards
working play. And just out of reach there
for Justin Dehoff.
So here you go. This is what you want.
3rd and 12.
Defense, building momentum. 5-3 left. Clock and stop. 3rd and 12 on their own 1. So you could be, if the Vikings defense in a better position, don't make any small mistakes. Don't jump off sides. Just play good, clean defense.
Yes.
Which they've been doing this drive. They're doing a really good job at it too. So again, I mean, you've got them pressured in the spot now. So this puts a lot of pressure.
Hey, looks like they are getting the crowd hyped.
Yeah, you can hear the background.
Yes.
Ground shaking. Student section is up and popping right now. Here we go. Very big, crucial play of the game right here.
3rd and 12 at the. Looks like he's throwing it up towards Menson.
Great defensive play there
by Noah Wagner.
Wagner, man, having a heck of a night at the corner position. What a great defensive play there. And this not only gives your defense a break, but it's going to put your offense in a very, very good, position here.
Yes.
Especially if they punt and get around the 40-50. This gives you that good momentum boost they need here.
Maybe possibly a blocked kick.
Yeah, that could be a thing. Or they may just have to go for it and get out. I mean, it's a very rough spot to be in. I mean, you have maybe a couple of feet to punt it to get the ball out and punt it at the same time. So we'll see here.
It's gonna be.
I mean, he is backed up.
Yes.
I mean, he's at like.
Sean Bailey will be punching this ball.
Oh! Very like to get that off. And they'll call that touchback.
Touchback.
So that will be. It looked like he stepped out of bounds there. So that's. As you can see here, look at this Vikings team.
They are getting hyped.
So what kind of safety? That'll be 2 points.
2 points. That would be a safety.
With a safety, looks like
if they score, they could take the lead in this game.
They score. So what you do here, you get the ball, take as much time as you get down there, get a touchdown, and then let your defense handle the game. Your defense now has energy. They got a short drive there.
Yes.
So Again, on a safety, this means now that the Patriots are going to have to punt the ball instead of doing a normal kickoff. They're going to punt it.
Yes.
Which is pretty much it's a whole lot harder to get a ball to punt further and so forth. So that gives the Vikings 2 points. So now it's a 9-14 game here. Like I mentioned, don't do anything stupid. Push them back, and just a great defensive rep there for the Vikings. Now it's going to come down to how well can this Vikings offense bounce back with the momentum and see what they can do here.
Luke Toish is in the backfield.
All right here. So we'll see here, Luke Toish back to receive. Not too often you see safeties here in high school football, but we saw one here tonight, folks. At least heard it on the radio. So we'll see here. Looks like they've got
Luke Toish.
We got Toish and Wagner back to receive here. So you can see here, what's good with the punt is the punt puts them back also, I think, on the 15. We'll say it puts them back on the 15 here.
Yes. And
so they have to punt it quite a ways. Looks like they're sorry, not a punt, but it backs the kickoff. For the bits to the side. They're kicking up on their deep in their own 20 now, so which means they can get a very good return out of this.
You can hear the crowd getting hyped. The pit. They are up. And the kick is off.
You can see could be fielded at the
He's
43.
running. He's at the 50-yard line.
You got space.
All the way up to the...
Nice. So again, the Vikings here, if you can run the ball well and efficiently here, you can mark off all the time and win this game.
Yes.
The thing is, you got to get consistent first downs here and take your time. You can't have these short 2-3 yard runs. You got to get these, 4 or 5 yard runs while also taking your time. Kind of like what Jay County was doing
in the first half.
Yeah.
Looks like Coach Eschball is out there.
Eschball talking to his guys, get them hyped up. See the crowd here kind of getting everything going now. This crowd is a lot more lively now because they're kind of in this positive point in the game now.
And the offense is heading out there. Ian Wiley with Luke Toish and Cameron Moore out there.
All right.
Noah Wagner
out wide.
The wide. Ian Wiley, shotgun formation. Luke Toish. He's throwing it up. Oh. Looks like Ian Wiley with a scramble. Down to the, all the way down to the...
Ian Wiley with a heck of a save there. We're looking like a sack. He touched down, gets out of that kind of collapsing pocket, sees a hole, runs for a first down.
Down to the 35-yard line.
Absolutely amazing read and play by Ian Wiley there. It's like gives him a first down, but also keeps the clock rolling as well. Be 1st and 10 on the 35. Deep in Patriot territory.
Looks like Ian Wiley is empty the backfield. Motion with Noah Wagner. Looks like Ian Wiley going for another scramble.
Just gets tripped up there. Looks like he'll keeps the wall there. Looks like he won't gain anything there.
Carter. Clock is still ticking.
This is good. Lost at 1, but you're in a momentum situation. You got momentum. Don't falter here. So Ian Wiley.
Ian Wiley in the backfield.
Motions out Toish. The slot.
Crowd is up on their feet. Ian Wiley throwing it up towards
double coverage.
Cameron Moore. And he's caught!
Got it.
Down to the 4-yard line.
You see here.
Great throw.
Very risky throw.
Yes.
Double coverage on top and bottom. But an absolute dive by Ian Wiley to get it to Cameron Moore. And that puts him down on the 5-yard line. So,
but clock is at 4:25.
That's okay.
It's still ticking.
Exactly. Get a score here. I think if they score here, it'll be, I want to say either it'll be a 2-point game or be a 2-score game. We'll see here. All right. So again, first time I wouldn't be shocked to see some probably runs. Hand off to Toish.
Or some scrambles.
Give it to your guy.
Looks like hand off to Luke Toish.
And he's just met in the backfield again. So again, not good. Keeps that clock running. Again, if you lose some yardage here, like if you second and 7, that opens up your playbook a little bit more. You can kind of do maybe some shovel like we had last week, a shovel pass, or that second touchdown to Wiley where you just stick it right. Second touchdown to Petrosky and just drive right through the middle there.
Yes.
So again, second and goal here on the 9. So
they're up on their feet. Crowd is hyped.
Here we go here.
Second and 9 at the 9. Ian Wiley rolling out of the pocket.
Throws it half out of bounds there.
Incomplete.
Throws out of bounds. Had a guy in front of his face here.
3rd and 9.
So 3rd and 9. At this point, it's goal to go. 4th and 9. We're going to go for either way.
2 more plays left on this drive.
So wouldn't be shocked maybe to try to get Luke Toish out in space, you know, make it a 4th and manageable. You know, if they can get a good run here,
let's make it good 4th and manageable. Yeah.
But this very well could be the make or break drive of the game here. We'll see what's going on here.
Looks like Ian Wiley in the backfield, empty. 2 receivers to the left. No, motion to Noah Wagner.
Be a timeout there.
Timeout by Huntington North.
Which I agree there, you know. Take a second, get your guys calmed down, talk it over, make sure everyone knows what they're doing, and get things going. So, we'll be back after the short break, guys. Don't leave us here, as we have a nail-biter ongoing here at Viking Stadium.
When might you be buzzed? When you suddenly love everything.
You guys! I love this song! I love these nachos. I love our kickball league! Ugh! I love this guy! What's your name? You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car. Is this real leather?
And welcome back. Wait, this is a nail biter, like we said. 3rd and 9 at the 9. Big play for the Vikings.
You're making or breaking here. I mean, Vikings down 14-9 right now after that safety. So you got to score here. I mean, one way or another. Preferably a touchdown. Yeah. So we'll see here. You hear that crowd get loud and shaking right now.
They are ready. Looks like Ian Wiley in the backfield, empty. Throwing it up. 4. Go Wagner.
It's just out of bounds. Wagner getting pressure up there. That's the thing, you know. Wagner, when Wiley gets a guy in his face, he actually just chucked that ball, and you see he was overthrown there. You had Wagner in the corner, just a tad bit too much soft time to throw. So 4th and 9 here. This play could very well easily make it or break it here, unless the Viking defense can get a stop. So they got to think, again, if they don't get a stop here, they'll get a touchdown.
It's like, oh, he's throwing it up for Asher Shipchowski, and it was incomplete.
Just had it, bobbles in his hands, and he had it right there. But game isn't over yet. Turnover on downs. We have Jay County deep in their own territory again, inside their own 10. So was it what you wanted to see? No. But if the Vikings defense here, a race was all happening. This is your make it or break it moment here to get them turnover and score here.
2 timeouts left in this 4th quarter for the Vikings.
So again, it's just an absolute heartbreaker there. Asher Tukowski had it in his hands, but he just slips last second, falls, and the bounces out. So we'll see here.
Crowd is hyped, as you can hear the feet rumbling on the.
All right. Oh, botch snap!
And that is a safety again.
What happens? You know, you put them in a bit situation here, and
looks like an over snap.
See what
they say.
Looks like the call is here. It looked like that was a safety player.
Definitely.
Let's wait and see what the discussion is here. We got a fire kick. What happened? There is a penalty with too many players in the field. That was on the Vikings, so that moves. Heartbreaker again. Penalty on the Vikings. Too many men on the field.
But they are still deep. They are still
deep.
Yeah.
You see there, mistakes happen. We first and 5 on the 14.
All right, huddling up. Looks like Vikings are hyped on this play. See what the defense can do on these plays. Oh, he tossed back. AJ Myers. He is. Oh, he's a loss.
Good
Looks
stop.
like it was a
Good
big
stop. But again, 2nd and 5, so they still got plenty of time here. And so it's going to come down to, can they continue? Looks like we'll mark that back for a loss of
3
or 4. They lost of 3, so it'll be 2nd and 8 now. 11. So again, clock is still ticking here. As Fox waiting to use his last 2 timeouts here, which I agree with here.
Yes.
Let your defense do the work. It's going to give your guys less time, but you still have 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
So we'll see here.
Looks like handoff to AJ Meyer. Oh, the keep.
Yeah, they have it, but it's not for long.
Oh.
If you're Eschbach here, you have Eschbach gets a timeout. So what you do here? So 3rd and 8, deep in Patriot territory. Take a timeout here. Still have 1 timeout left. Get your defense a breather.
2:13 left.
If they don't convert here, they're going to punt. So that leaves you maybe, we'll say, a minute 30. So you get the ball back at let's say the Viking 45, just for reference. Gives you minute 30, 1 timeout. This is where he goes down to his, this is where Mike Eschbach goes to his 2-minute drill, 2 minute, play call section of his sheet. And that's where he dials up this 2 minute offense. And it's just going to come down to, can this Viking offense, can the offensive line
protect Ian
Wiley? Because that's something they struggled with all night. And so, again, Vikings down 14-9 here. You need to get a quick stop here. Have them punt it. 3rd and 6. They're on 14, so they're not going to go for it here. Unless they obviously get close. So we'll see here as the offense comes back out.
And both sides are
coming to the scrimmage now. Line of scrimmage. Very crucial 3rd down here.
Hopefully our defense can stop this 3rd and 6 yard play. Looks like handoff to AJ Meyer, and he is a big loss.
Did you see Eschbach is behind out there?
Looks like Eschbach.
Yes, Eschbach does indeed take a timeout. Clock stops. Again, great stuff. They're going to be forced to punt. What you do here now is they're deep in their own end zone again, and we've seen they've had high snap issues here.
Yes.
So, this gives you no timeouts, but it gives you more time to move the ball. Now what you're going to have to do here is we're going to have to do more medium-type passes, depending on what happens here on this punt. Could be a short punt, could be a block, you don't know. But regardless, the Vikings are in a very good situation because you pretty much control your own destiny here. Again, the Vikings use their final timeout, 4th and 11 on the Patriots 9, deep in their own territory. So they're going to be forced to punt it here. They're not. It'd be a shot in the foot if they went for here, obviously.
Yes.
So we'll see. As you can see, they're getting this crowd hyped up again. Maybe they make another mistake on the punt. We'll see. But this is, man, it's coming down to the wire here,
Yes,
Ryan, isn't it? So you can see they're getting
hyped.
Their hands up to get the crowd all pumped up. Absolute nail biter here tonight at Viking Stadium.
Possible, yeah. Like we said, maybe some miscommunication over these high snaps on these deep down in their own territory punts.
All right.
4th and 11 on the 8-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
We're right here.
Right here.
And this is for all the marbles here.
All right,
okay.
The punt
high kick
up.
To be returned. Takes a Viking bounce, and it's gonna let it bounce all the way
down to the.
That's a really interesting decision there. I would rather take the ball, or is that near the 50 and just grab it and be down with it, so you don't first round, wasted a good 34 seconds there, which may not seem like a lot, but in football terms of situation, 3 or 4 seconds can make it or break it in some cases. So very decision there, but the Vikings will have it on the 39 in their own territory. 158, no timeouts. This is where you dial up your 2-minute sheet here, and you're going to get the ball fast. I don't think we'll see many runs. We may see a couple here. But this is going to be quick passes in and out. You're just going to, you know.
To get out of bounds, stop the
exactly,
clock.
get out of bounds. Out of bounds is your biggest friend here.
Ian Wiley in the backfield, empty. He's throwing
Good
it.
blocking there.
All right.
Oh. Again, it's inside, but okay. Again.
Looks like the Vikings got to hurry up on this offense.
This could be a case where Ian Wiley calls plays here on the line. But again, yes, 2nd and 1 here.
At the 48-yard line. Ian Wiley in the backfield alone. And,
pass went to the hands there. So that was toyish.
So it'll be a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 here.
Clock stop with
top 75. So like, not bad here. Situation, you go for it. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, they're going to go for it.
Yes.
And so, it's a very, very, very close game ongoing right now. 48. Still right in Viking territory. 135 left.
Ian Wiley in the backfield.
Can that O-line hold up? It's going to be a very, very big question here.
Ian Wiley in the backfield.
The crowd stomping.
Crowd is up.
Ian Wiley in motion.
Running out of the pocket.
Going for his man and incomplete here.
This is a
just
big play.
Couldn't get there. So 4th and 1, tops the clock. Maybe case here where you do QB sneak, get back up and you spike the ball here. QB sneak it, get the first down, spike it, and go on to your next play. I mean, right now, you've got clock to work with, but very, very little. 131 left. Here we go. Crowd getting hyped again.
Ian Wiley, shotgun formation.
All right. Here we go. This is make it or break it here.
It is.
Shotgun formation. So we're going to go for a pass here, or maybe a QB sneak, we'll see.
Motion. No Wagner.
Ian Wiley. Go for a pass. Ian Wiley, he's forced to throw it out. I mean, if you're Wiley there, that's the best play you got. You take it down, turn over where that ball is at.
Yes.
And so, it could be a while that turnover on downs, and that very well could be the game sealer here for the Vikings. 125, if they got no timeouts. Jay County is just going to run this clock out.
Yeah.
So that very well could put a stamp to tonight's game. So 125 left here in the 4th. Just had a Viking turnover on downs. So that means we're going to get pretty much just a continuous run here. They're going to run the clock out. I mean, there's not much the Vikings can do here. So, you know, at this point, just run the clock out. Don't do anything. You have the lead. So we'll see here. Just absolute stunner here. Heartbreaker ongoing. You're at Huntington High School here. So 1st and 10 now on the 48.
Looks
and
like
it'll be a kneel there, so they're going to kneel it. They're going to kneel this out. Yeah, and that pretty much is the game here. Just a very, very tough defensive battle for the Vikings and offensive battle. Very sluggish. Offensive line had a very rough game today. Could not keep line protected out well, and that's what led to so many kind of stunted drives that would get going well.
Yes.
And they would just lead to maybe a sack or something. And so just the absolute stunner here for the Vikings.
Yes.
With 51 seconds left now, counting down. They're going to kneel it again here. And let's see here. There'll be one more play before end of the game here because of that 40-second clock running. But regardless, quite interesting second half there. You had Vikings really tight to the last second, but it's just
the defense.
That defensive line for the Patriots absolutely cutting through the offensive line and just wreaking havoc on Wiley. Not there will conclude the game here as we take down past 16 seconds there after that final kneel. So this leads out the game. Huntington Vikings will fall 0-2 on the season and lose 14-9 against the Jay County Patriots. And don't get me wrong, very well game played by the Patriots. It's just, the Vikings kept beating themselves up with some of those penalties. And so regardless, Huntington North now officially falls 0-2 on the season as the clocks hit triple zeros here in the fourth quarter. This will conclude tonight's game, and so far, just a lot of mistakes happened tonight. First home game, and the Vikings struggled to get in a rhythm. They had that first well-played drive after the onside kick caught the Patriots off guard. But after that 2-yard touchdown run, the Vikings defense had a hard time getting off the field, and that just led to them getting tired time and time again. And so we'll be back here shortly after the short break to kind of bring you some stats and whatnot around not only just this game, but across northern Indiana as well. So stay here, folks. We'll be back after this short break.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because feeling full can sound like this.
How did the interview go? I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
And like this.
Mom, I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/act now. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to your Viking Radio football postgame show here with Parker alongside Rylan Finley, and just an absolute stunner here for the Vikings. I mean, this is not what you want after having a pretty solid opener against Eastbrook. First home game, just a stunner, losing 14-9 against the Jay County Patriots. And overall, they start off pretty strong on an onside kick, leading to a 27-yard Luke Toyce run into a 2-yard touchdown by Ian Wiley. But just, overall, the offensive line after that struggled. And props to Jay County. They prepared well for this game. They knew it coming in. They were going to have to limit, those kind of option swings with both Toyce and Wiley, the motioning. And they did that by substituting in linebackers to come in and then pressing off. And so overall, great, defensive game for an offensive game as well for the Jay County Patriots. Just the Vikings defense could not get off the field, and that repeatedly just led them to be gassed out and whatnot.
Tired.
But regardless, still a good game for the Vikings by putting up that safety as well, a very kind of turning point, and they were still in it till the end. It's just with that Ian Wiley having to throw it out, kind of his only option there, because if he takes the sack, falls deep into their territory and whatnot. So just not what you want for a final kind of 2-minute drive. But regardless, next week we will see you guys here next Friday. We're playing at East Noble, so we'll see you guys there here, away game on 9.9. This is Park Ellenberg and Rylan Finley signing out, and see you guys next week.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast of Huntington North Vikings football on Viking Radio 91.9 WVSH. Before we go, we'd like to thank the following sponsors one more time for making tonight's broadcast possible.
Bailey Love Mortuary, Bippis State Bank, Courtney Martz, Independent Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, First Federal Savings Bank, Nove, and Z-Place Pizza.
Be sure to tune in all season long for the hard-hitting action of Huntington North Vikings football on your Huntington North Sports Authority, Viking Radio 91.9